Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing fine. I haven't done a YouTube in a long time. Um, a lot of things have been happening, very good, and today I would just like to give an update on what I'm doing and an update. Well, the update is really about a dance without music. That's my update. I want to do all updates together into one video, but first of all, let me explain an update. Update is like the things that I viewed, the things that I thought about with all the videos that I made. I made different kinds of videos, different kinds of maybe some classes, information that I've given you. For example, I did Dance Without Music. I did a 12-year program on how to become a master viewer of paintings. I did a video. Those two are the ones as far as like lessons or things that I guess you can say teach or instruct or whatever. I don't really want to make it that structural, but I mean, it was like a class, I guess, some kind of classes from the things that I have learned. So I only have like two of those. One is Dance Without Music, and the other one is the 12-year program, becoming a master viewer of paintings. And then I gave some one. It's in different videos, but it's on whole food plant based, and that's another segment or topic that I spoke on, and different things. I mean, the first ones I did was like um, being an ex-Jehovah's Witness, because I am an ex-Jehovah's Witness, and now I'm Catholic. So I decided, because I've taken a lot of time off on not doing YouTubes, which I think is good because I mean it lets me think about um, some of the things that I said that need to be clearer, and how I'm going to go about, completing different the lessons that I have. That I hate to say lessons, but I guess that's the only word unless I come up with another word. You know what I mean? But this one, so I decided instead of doing all the updates, which is like things that I missed, things that I think I should tell you about, I decided to do them all separately. It's much better because if you're just interested in Dance Without Music, or if you're just interested in a 12-year program as far as becoming a major a viewer of paintings, then you could just look at this one. So this one is majorly going to be about Dance Without Music, and some things. I mean, I thought a lot about the things that I did, the things that I said, and everything is really good, and it's right on. I don't know to use that term that much, but I still use right on from the 70s, I think. But anyway, I'm using it. Okay, so this is basically going to be an update about Dance Without Music and some things that I want you to understand about what's going on there. First of all, the first point I want to make is that um, that's what it is, Dance Without Music. Basically, that's what the concept is, Dance Without Music. And then by doing that course, you can learn other things. But a lot of people, which I found, because I talked to a lot of people, I thought about a lot of things. I look at a lot of other YouTubes. I have a lot of YouTubes that I really like. I like the gay couple videos, YouTubes, the one that that they, that they really care about each other. I think those are amazing. I hope it's true. I do like different couples too, as far as heterosexual couples, but they have to be very, very interesting. I have a lot of though. I have maybe like 3 or 4 to look at all the time, and so those videos kind of help me out. Also, I learn from them, pretty much entertained by them. So I just don't make YouTube videos. I also listen to others, and I don't look at them as far as trying to see what they're doing. I just really enjoy them, and they're giving, and I hope that my YouTubes are also giving. Okay. Like I said, this one is about the update on or updates on Dance Without Music. I think it's very important. I also found from talking to people and listening to what they said, I guess you could say my friends, I find that some people look too much into it. One thing we have to realize when you're listening, when you listen to my YouTubes, which I stress very well, which I want to stress very well, is just about that Dance Without Music. I mean, everybody has fantasies, imagination, and there was something else: fantasies, imagination, and beliefs. Okay, those are really, really big. Everybody has their own weird things or concepts that they keep in their mind. When I tell you about Dance Without Music and I tell you the benefits from it, that's all it is. I mean, just keep in mind that I'm straining out, or doing the best I can to strain out, my beliefs, my imagination, my fantasies, my concept, or pretty much, I think concepts are very important. Fantasies, imagination, and beliefs, okay? But I do have beliefs and imagination and all those things that are part of me. So it's your job and it's my job when I view other YouTubes to say that these people are individual. I came up with, I don't know, I don't think it was just me who came up with it, but I've read it a lot in books and stuff like that because I read fiction. Everybody's a universe. I don't know where I got it from, but everybody's a universe. So when you look at, and this is good for looking at other YouTubes, I mean, when you look at YouTubes or when you look at this YouTube, remember that you have your imaginations, you have your beliefs, and you have your fantasies or whatever it is. Make sure you understand that when you look at my concept, I mean, my YouTube, as far as Dance Without Music, it's just Dance Without Music and the benefits that come along with it. It is not, has nothing to do with your imagination, because you use your imagination, yeah, but it's yours. I mean, you use your fantasies, that is your fantasies. You use your beliefs, and that is your beliefs. So it's impossible for you to try and figure out or try and come up with something that you attach to your beliefs and then you say that I am part of your beliefs. I mean, that's just not, I mean, it's just you got to realize that. I mean, so, and then I don't believe so much into editing things out. So many edits, you understand what I'm saying? When you don't edit there's so many things that happen which are very, very interesting. I think you get more information. But so if you don't, in a lot of YouTubes, they don't do that. They cut out a lot of things. I mean, like just normal, ordinary things that we do. So when they cut them out, you don't see the you don't catch little things that could mean that doesn't really mean anything, but you capture in your own imagination, and you say, "Oh, look at that! He did that. He moved this way," or something like that. But that's your fantasy, and that is your own imagination running away with you. I mean, I can say one thing. One person said, "Oh, I saw a light go through what you call them." That is your light. I mean, I have nothing to do with something that you see on your screen or whatever. But believe me, 100% it is your fantasy. It is your imagination, and it is your beliefs are running away with you. So just like when you go to college, when you go to school, the best thing to do is just just keep your beliefs in your pocket or whatever, or what are your fantasies and everything, and try and learn something that you can attach, that you can adapt, that you can make part of your own. It's just the basics. If I were to put in all that, my beliefs and my fantasies and all that, it wouldn't stick together. It wouldn't be interesting at all. It would just be all over the place. But when we communicate with each other, especially if we don't know each other, and I'm trying to teach you something that I've learned, it's pretty much the basics of what I've learned, okay? Okay, now, like I said, I explained to you some things about myself, like my cross here, okay? I have my cross here, and I didn't wear my cross for a long time, okay? This is just how something can run away with you, okay? I couldn't find this cross for a long time, and it means a lot to me. I'm a Christian, I'm Catholic, but it still has some other meaning to me. Like, I graduated in Denver, okay? And I bought it in Denver. I graduated from college. I went to college late, and I graduated in Denver in Metropolitan. It's a long title, but Metropolitan State College, Metropolitan State University of Denver. They changed their name. At first it was Metropolitan State College of Denver, and then now it's Metropolitan State University of Denver, okay? And I walked that place so many times because, I only lived maybe like 20 minutes away from my classes. I walked to work, I walked to the university. And they had this little place, like, it was really nice in Denver. It was where I was living. It was almost like the French Quarters, but only it was American quarters. And they had little stores, and they had a TJ Maxx. And I went up and I saw this cross, and I think it's pewter. And that's it also attached to that, something that happened to me at a time. It was a real nice time because I was, learning something. I graduated, and I really like that area, and I live that area. It's really nice I guess it's the Denver downtown. It's close to the capital in Denver. And I bought this cross. So it's not just because I'm a Christian. Yes, I'm a Christian. I'm a Catholic. Thank God. And I appreciate that. That's me. Okay, but you have your own beliefs. Just that's what I'm saying when I'm teaching something, or when I'm teaching something that I learned. I'm just teaching about something that I learned. I'm attached to my beliefs. I'm attached to my fantasies and all these things that I believe in. But everybody's a universe. Just remember that when some things that you see, like, oh, he has cross instances, he's trying to teach us this, he's trying to teach us Christian and all this other stuff. But the thing about it is that's me, and then that's your imagination running away with you. Which when you go when you learn something, you got to learn how to take in something basic without and know that in organize, I could say organize or control your imagination, your beliefs, and your fantasies. Okay, and then when you say, "Oh, this is all he's trying to do," but anyway, I want to finish this story. Anyway, I went to the TJ Maxx and I got this because this really means a lot to me. And another thing too, I was an ex-Jehovah's Witness. A lot of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm not saying it has everything to do with it, but they were totally against the cross. Okay, they thought that Jesus was born. I mean, was killed on a his torture was on a stake, which to me doesn't make any difference because doesn't make any sense because the stake is round. I mean, like it will fall and it doesn't hold weight. I mean, it can't balance anywhere. And he would have dropped it and it would have fell down the hill and rolled down the hill. And you cannot balance somebody on a stake, which I've learned because I did construction and I work with a lot of wood and stuff like that. But anyway, that's their belief. So what I'm trying to say is they were totally against the cross itself. So it took me a long time to actually wear a cross because I was like programmed that is the worst thing in the whole world. So that was another thing that Denver brought out in me. You couldn't go into church, you couldn't have a cross. So that's a part of another reason why it means something to me, that it was like a breaking away of feeling that the cross is, something bad or whatever. So all the things in was sentimental reason. And then this is all important to me, and I'm trying to show you how you sort out things so that you can learn something. And so anyway, I couldn't find it because I after that I moved to Houston, and then I came to the DC metropolitan area. So all that time, I was trying to look for this, which meant a lot to me. And I think I don't know if I wore it while I was here, but I couldn't find it. But recently I had to sort through everything because I had to throw a lot of things away. And I looked in my bag, and I'm sure I looked in it before. It was like magical to me. It doesn't have, like I'm saying, that's another one of my beliefs, one of my fantasies, one of my imaginations. Oh, I couldn't find it, and now it's here. I found it. Oh, what a miracle. Well, it was a miracle to me, okay? And I was so happy that I found it that I started wearing it again. So it's this little thing, and I'm just saying it's just a little thing, but it means a lot. So that's why it attached all these, so you can see how one little thing, one item can mean a lot to a person because it goes into a lot of things, you know what I mean? But that's just me. But you can't attach something, my story, unless you really connect with it, then attach it to yours. But it has nothing to do with you. I've had somebody say, in some of the things I said, they seen a light or whatever, but that's your light. One guy, I had this one person that was trying to scare me. I was living in New York City, okay? And he was saying all these things to try and scare me. He was some kind of cult person or whatever, a cult or whatever. And the only thing I could think of, I said, all those things that you said are in your mind. And he was almost scared. What? You know what I mean? But I didn't continue like he did. I just let it go. I found that he was uncomfortable and I just let it go. But those are things, don't try and make things up that are in your mind, because there's so many millions and billions of people, and every person has all this imagination, all these things that's going on in their life. So when you see certain things, it's just, you got to realize that you have an imagination, you have a lot of things in your life that doesn't really attach to what you're hearing here. The only thing I'm telling you is, like I said before, this is Dance Without Music. And Dance Without Music is basically to help you become, how can I say, aware of your surroundings. I mean, that's one of the benefits of it, is to be aware of your surroundings, more aware, getting in touch with your body. They have yoga. The reason why, and like I said, this is my beliefs about yoga, is that you don't go anywhere. I mean, you don't know where you are. It's not connected to the other things, as far as what I believe in. It's not connected to the things that are that you're doing in your life. I mean, it doesn't. I don't believe that it connects to and builds upon what's how can I say? Well, forget about that. I'm not going to say so much about yoga. I'm going to talk about Dance Without Music, what it actually does, because a lot of people believe in yoga, and I don't want to destroy that for them. Maybe this will help them with their yoga. So what I'm trying to say is, Dance Without Music helps you to understand your surroundings, and not just that, but it will continually build in progress you yourself as a person. What I mean by progress, it will help you to learn stretches. I mean, the simplest things in life. Like, for instance, walking. You'll be able to walk more. You'll be able to walk better. You'll be able to concentrate more on your walking. When you're working, you concentrate on work. It helps you understand how your body works, okay? And it's in progressions. It's little by little by little by little. And the point that I'm at right now with Dance Without Music is like, it's close to advanced, okay? It's advanced, and then I'm going to tell you the time limit on it, but I have another point coming out. And I'm doing better with this because I did a YouTube, so the YouTubes are helping me to keep these points that, I mean, I'm learning how to keep points that's coming in my, that I feel are important without losing them, okay? And that point that I want to realize, this is very important, is I use Michael Jackson's music. I mean, not so much as music, I formatted with a mix of Michael Jackson and his very popular video, Dance, his dance in the video Thriller, okay? Excuse me. And I'm so happy that that's there, okay? Many people are familiar with it, but first I have to talk about this thing about Michael Jackson. Okay, the reason why I used him, and I did it for a purpose, is because I really do feel bad, and like I said, this is my imagination, this is my beliefs, and things like that. So you can start sorting it now and saying, okay, that's just him, but that's not me. Or you can believe, if you are, then we connect in that way. So when I was coming up, and I lived through Michael Jackson, and he helped me out a lot, very much a lot, okay? Not so much help me like as a person, but it was just, you have a life, and to have something in your life that happens that makes you see other things like beautiful in a dance or something that that you can enjoy. I remember driving my first car, and I guess I was going to work. Yes, I was going to work, and I stopped at a light, and I Wanna Rock With You came on the radio, and it just blew me away. I mean, I can't. It's only been like 3 or 4 songs that in my life that, back then we had a radio, and I mean, I guess you do have them now, but it's not as important as it was back then. And you don't listen to the same things as everybody else now. Now you got control of that. But it really rocked my world. I mean, it was the most beautiful. It was just something beautiful. I could not believe it. And he gave that to me, and that was very important because it put some kind of joy. I mean, I wasn't really I wasn't like, sad or something bad was always happening. I don't know. I pretty much enjoyed especially when I was young. My life. I mean, I wasn't rich or anything, but I just enjoyed life and I enjoyed living. But he just gave something to me. So anyway, when he went on with his life and he kept putting out albums, I remember when he put out one of his albums, when he like changed his face a lot. I listened a lot to, which I didn't have time and I didn't realize, but I listened a lot to what other people were saying, the news, the media. I'm sorry. I mean, now I can actually say that a lot of things that they were saying was not really right because, the way that we learn now, we can pretty much figure out a lot of things with the research and things like that. So I can say that I judged him unfairly, but I noticed also in retrospect in the fact that a lot of it was wrong because I did pray about a lot of things because he was very important in my life. And I never got an answer back that yes, this guy is bad, or yes, leave this guy alone. And I never did, but I didn't listen to the message as far as there's nothing wrong with this person. You know what I mean? You can listen to him. So I didn't really listen. So when this thing happened to him, especially with, I'm not going to say her name, but that person who interviews him, and then she interviewed those two guys. I'm never going to get into that, but when I saw that, and then I started, and I immediately went to find out what was wrong, and I found out that I was wrong. I was totally 100% wrong, and I didn't buy some of his albums because of that, but I still didn't judge him. But I was fighting, trying to, okay, yeah, I can't say that, I can't say this, but I mean, it really affected my association with his music and his character, and I was wrong. So in order for me, I know he passed away, and I'm very sorry for that. I just wanted to dedicate something to him, and this Dance Without Music is very important. It's very important. I don't, if somebody else does it, maybe it can't be done. But because I go over things and I made so many mistakes, and I'm telling you how it is done perfectly. And I wanted to give something to him, his family, or whatever, to show, just the format, just a basic part to tell or to express, that, this is dedicated to you. I'm sorry for treating you this way. I'm sorry for having that idea. And this is my feelings. And if you continue to listen to or do Dance Without Music, which is very important, I don't know how you can learn it otherwise, but I can't charge for this, but I have one thing, and so that means that I have a little bit power saying that, well, I can take this and say, you can't judge this person if you want to learn this, you can't judge this person. You have to be the type of person that doesn't judge other people, okay? And that's why I dedicated to him, as also saying, I'm sorry, I was really, really wrong. I didn't really say to people, and I didn't down him or anything, but it was just that I just felt that I handled my relationship with that person that was giving a lot in the wrong way, especially when I found out that he gave more than any other artist has ever done. I mean, how many people were they helped and things like that? It's not the way I would do it, but that was him, okay? So that's why it's formatted in that. Now we can get into the Dance Without Music and the importance of it. It is important because it shows you it's controlled in a certain area, and you can live your life and do everything. Just do the little exercises that I tell you, and it will progress you. It will 100% progress you, because I've done it, and it helped me, and it continually helps me. But I took out all of the pain, and I can't tell you how much you can benefit from something that someone has went through a lot of pain with. I've made a lot of errors trying to get certain things right. But I have a very strong, I guess, I don't know if it's from my mother or whatever, but a very strong personality, a very strong mind to overcome certain things and continually find the right direction. Like some of the things I show you in Dance Without Music has maybe one thing might have taken 5 years to get right. I mean, do it wrong, do it wrong, do it wrong. First of all, you have a point that you want to make, and there's so many ways that you can do it the wrong way. But finding the right way after this is not right, this is not right, no, this is not right, and this is not right. It's a lot of pain, it's a lot of torture, it's a lot of things. And then when somebody comes along and says, okay, wait, you don't have to go through all of that. The only thing is, this is right. I know it's right, okay? And it's right because it works for that person. You can see that it works. You have to be able to see that it works for me by viewing the YouTubes. Now, getting to where I'm at now on the Dance Without Music, to condition your body, and it does condition your body. When I say condition means that it revitalizes, it makes shiny, it does things like that. It improves, okay? And it's not something that overpowers or something that you want to do that in this time. I'm gonna make sure this time I'm gonna go long, but not that long. And this is just updates. So it's not to, I've been through a lot in order to find out these points that could have really made you go crazy or whatever. But this is not going to do it, because I'm taking all of those things out, okay? And I can take all those things out because, I mean, you got to use kindness. You can't. I've met people who taught me things and they wanted me to go through the problems that they go through, but I'm not like that. Thanks God. I mean, and if you're a Christian, and there's Christians that listen to me, they know, and it's not just me, is that when you